Dun, dun, dun. Ready for the challenge problem. Guys, so we're going to be factoring using the GCF, but if you notice, this problem is a lot more challenging, but that's okay. The harder the problem, the more exciting the problem. So let's get going on this challenge problem. Let's do it. Okay, so the GCF. Again, we're going to first look at the numbers or the coefficients. So I'm just going to look at the numbers. So 3, 6, and 12. What is the largest number that will divide into 3, 6, and 12? That would be a 3. See, you guys are already off to a great start on this challenge problem. Okay, so we know part of the GCF is going to be 3. Okay, next, we typically look at the variables, but if you're looking here, you're probably like, Miss Long, there's a lot of variables going on, but that's okay. We will just take it one variable at a time, and it'll be fabulous. Okay, so I'm going to look at the x squared, the x to the 6, and the x to the third. So x squared, x to the 6, x to the third. Remember, whenever we're determining the variable's exponent in the GCF, we identify the smallest exponent. So which one of these is the smallest exponent? X squared, x to the 6, or x to the third? It would be the x squared. Bam. Okay, and then the last variable we're going to look at are the y's. Okay, so I'm going to look at y to the 4th, y to the 7th, and y to the sneaky 1 power. Which one of these y's has the smallest exponent? It would be y to the 1st. Okay, and then after this, we just proceed like we normally would. We're going to divide every single term by the GCF, but don't forget to write your GCF in the very front. So I'm going to write 3x squared y. Okay, and I'm going to divide each of these by 3x squared y. 3x squared y. 3x squared y. Okay, let's get going, you guys. So again, just take it one step at a time. Don't try to overwhelm yourself. Okay, so let's start with the 3's. Okay, so I'm going to divide by my coefficient, which 3 divided by 3 is 1. So I could write 1, but I'm not going to. And then x squared divided by x squared, well, remember when you divide anything by itself, it always will cancel and turn to 1. So those will cancel out. And then y to the 4th divided by y to the 1st. Well, remember when you have variables with exponents, you simply just subtract. So 4 minus 1 is y to the 3rd. So you could write 1y to the 3rd or just y to the 3rd. Again, I'm a mathematician, so I'm lazy, so I'm not going to include the 1, but it's up to you. Okay, next term, I'm going to start with my coefficients. So negative 6 divided by 3, well, that will give me a negative 2. And then x to the 6th divided by x squared, well, you're going to subtract those. So 6 minus 2 gives me a 4, so x to the 4th. And then y to the 7th divided by y to the 1st, well, 7 minus 1 gives me 6. So this would be y to the 6th. Okay, and then guess what, you guys? We're almost done. See, it's not that bad. Okay, so let's move on to our final coefficient. So 12 divided by 3 is a positive 4. Okay, x to the 3rd divided by x squared. Well, 3 minus 2 gives me x to the 1st, or just plain old x. Okay, and then the y's are to the same power. So anything divided by itself cancels and turns to 1. And guess what, you guys? That is the answer to the challenge problem. Look at that. Nice work, you guys.